and I am back to do my Module 2 for my Applied Programming class. This time, my Module 2 is going to be a mobile app. Basically, the unique requirements for this module was to create a mobile app using one of these following platforms, and it should have at least one screen and be sort of interactive. And so I decided, since my last module was to learn about Kotlin, I would use Kotlin again for this mobile app. And I have at least one screen, and it is sort of interactive. I can even sort of say I think I've completed a stretch challenge. I have 2 screens. So, why I did manage to do all of that, my original thing I was going for was a jump scare app, but that was a lot more tricky than I was thinking it was going to be. I managed to get the screens to switch once you press a button, but I don't have any jump scare noises that happen when you hit the button and switch a screen, and I originally wanted it to be hold your finger to a scanner, so I need to make the button look like a scanner sooner or later. But for right now, I'm going to show you what I have so far. Let's go to my code. Sorry. As you can see, there was a lot more that goes into a mobile app than you think. First things first, let's go to the Java, which it was Java/Kotlin. I used both. Originally, I had just the main activity screen, but that only gave you one thing to work with, and to have multiple screens, I needed to create fragments or other pages or subclasses that would go off my original class. And by doing that, I was able to get more than one screen. Usually it has a little code divider stuff here, and I'm able to look at more than one thing. Oh, here we go. So as you can see, this is my main code that outlines everything, and then farther below we have the res, or the results, or whatever you want to call it. I have stored a picture, I have the layout. The layout is pretty important because that is detailing what you shall see on the page and what it will be like. It outlines the restraints and such. This is a kind of cool tool I'm using. It's just very, very slow. Let's just go with that. So I could just look at the code, or I could see it split, or I could just see the design. And the design allows you to do some stuff you don't want to deal directly with the code. In this case, I usually deal directly with the code. It's easier for me. So I have this all running. I have all the values I need stored in the correct places. You should see a hello world on the first screen, and then a next button, and out of curiosity, the user is going to press the next button, and then boom, a scary picture. I will accept criticism if you don't think the picture is very scary, and yes, I know it doesn't completely cover the whole screen. I didn't like how it got really warped. But if you think it looks scary or warped, let me know, and if you have, definitely open to see that. I have an emulator, and it's emulating a Pixel 2 phone. The problem is, it's supposed to go directly to the app. For some reason, it's open on Google Play. That's a bit odd. Can I go back? I want to exit out, please. I think I might have to turn off the phone and turn it back on so I could get my thing to work. There we go. Powering off. Going to hit play button again. There we go. It's starting up my app. So it's a very realistic, it's very realistic. The emulator is. And so it has a bunch of other apps, and sometimes if I mess around with it, it switches to them. But in this case, hopefully it is launch succeeded. There is my app. It says hello world. Some little writing, and then there's some buttons we can mess around with. I haven't done much with them, but you can come over here and it brings up settings. I don't really actually have settings you can go to yet. And then there's a little button if you want to email or something else like that. Once again, haven't done too much with it. Anyway, here's the big step. Pressing the next button and boo! A very scary picture. Not really scary, and there's no sound to go with it yet. But it's a pretty good start, and if I had more time, I would definitely add some sound and more user interaction. But that is my small mobile app so far that definitely needs quite a bit more time to finish. But anyway, let's see. Closing out. Alright. Wow. It really goes all the way out with these apps and stuff. There we go, turning everything off. But anyway, this is my project. I hope you like it so far. And I've created a small mobile app. It's maybe not quite something I would put out on Google App Store or something like that, but I thought it was pretty cool. If there's anything you think I could improve on, please let me know. I had a lot of fun coding this, and hopefully I have a lot more fun expanding my ability to do these kind of apps. But anyway, thank you, and see you in another 2 weeks.